that's what I'm good at. And people are like, don't think of pink elephants. What are you thinking of? 99% of you are thinking of pink elephants. I'm losing it, guys. I've been staring at these so long that now I can't remember what was here before and what wasn't. And I'm losing my absolute mind. Hey! The document is gone! Object disappearance in the study.
I can't believe the tunnel is actual real still. I thought they were urban legends.
No, they're real. But we can't talk about it outside of Disney World.
Distortion camera, abyss, presence.
I love my job.
Other? Is this an other? What do we call dehydrated floor? What do we call sudden desert? Had to be an other. What else is it going to be? A painting anomaly? Maybe someone painted the floor.
What would happen if we get caught fucking Karen in here? I'm a customer. I'm not a worker, so I'm not allowed in here.
Don't worry, I have my ways.
That was also because I was worse at it.
Cool.
I died. What is that? Oh, distortion.
Let me guess, you fuck
Distortion in the kitchen. We like that. We like
the
get it
boss
out of here. Fix my camera.
of
That counts as a
Disney.
camera malfunction.
Not Walt Disney, he's dead. But some other guy.
Nice. Kitchen's
Yeah,
back to normal.
pretty
Okay,
much.
kitchen's
I have
there.
my ways, so don't even trip.
Okay, do I have all my cameras? 1,
Okay,
2,
good.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Alright, good. Goody. We're doing well. She's not smiling. Well, she is, but not the weird, creepy way she was before. Her mouth's not upside down. Right.
Like a good thing.
Looking good,
I know.
lads, looking good. We're about to pass into the realm of 3 a.m. That's
Yeah,
when stuff's gonna get hard.
gang.
Oh, God, what is that? Whoa! Where am I? Living room? It's just a straight up dude smashing his head against the wall! Whoa! What? You don't count it! Oh, an intruder! Get him! Ah! Get him before he gets me! Holy! Oh, boy! I did not know this was gonna...
Push play, what's
I didn't know that
wrong
could happen!
with this shit?
Oh my God! Okay, do I have all my cameras? 1,
Let's
2,
have
3,
this one
4,
more
5,
joint,
6.
then a smoke,
Yes.
this last joint, then a
Oh,
smoke.
fucking hell.
Then we'll fuck, baby.
Anyway, back to normal.
Done.
I'm hearing sounds. What was that? You might not have been able to pick it up. Listen to it again with a higher volume and enhanced. That's a ghost. I think I'm going mad. I'm seeing stuff that I don't know if it's actually there. Were these always that, like, part open? I don't know. Oh, God. What do I do? Do I have all my cameras? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Nothing's happened in a while, and that makes me really paranoid that I've missed something. I'm fairly sure I'm missing something right now.
Yeah, but
I know, Daddy. Baby.
yes, my
I have no
Karen,
idea.
boo. My little bitch Karen.
See?
Yes,
See?
Daddy.
What am I missing? What am I missing? Just, I think we're still screwed. I think we're very much... Also developed by Chilla's Art. Kind of getting on a kick for them lately, realizing how many games they actually have, and I didn't play, because I played a convenience store one before, but I think it was Puppet Combo. I didn't play the Chilla's Art one, but I'm excited. Chilla's Art makes some good stuff. That closing shift one really got to my core, so we'll see what this one is all about. Top of the morning, I forgot you're supposed to eat before you go out. Look, I don't eat breakfast. It's not my thing. I tend to forget constantly. At least I'm not late anymore, because time stands still.
Who's my daddy?
I am daddy.
Do I, like, wait for the microwave, or do I just open it? Okay.
You're a bitchy hoe, aren't ya?
Oh, God.
Yes, daddy.
Okay, I can't. Okay, there we go.
Love you.
My front door
Love you
open
too,
for
my
anybody
baby
to come in.
Karen. Test
Is that
about
wall
it.
floating? My house is floating. Maybe that's why it's just so expensive.
So we're
to live
smoking
here.
now,
Man,
little
these
fuck
towns are so
baby.
cool
And
in
then
these
I'm
games.
back. Another
Real sense of, like,
booty
place
ass.
and space.
Short.
Down, baby.
Hopefully you don't get
Good
stalked in
girl,
this
my
one as well.
hoe.
I hate being stalked. It's up there as one of my least favorite things.
Can I call
Being
you
murdered,
Senpai?
stalked,
Sure.
having people not subscribe to
Can
my
I call
YouTube
you
channel.
Yandere?
It's all up there.
Sure,
Where is the
baby.
convenience store?
Cool.
Where do I work? Okay, follow the lights. That's a good step in any video game. Ah, wow, look at that! I'm surprised I didn't see it from my house, considering it has all the light with the power of the sun! I don't know where the convenience store is. Where do I work again? I just can't see it. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Hey, how are you? Oh, you're not gonna be a stalker, are you? The last time I found someone's phone, I was like,
Who's my little
here
baby?
you go, I'm a nice
I am
person.
daddy.
Like,
Senpai.
Yes, my baby.
maybe he just works here. Maybe he's actually a decent dude.
Yes, my baby skanky hoe.
Oh, it's something so uncanny about seeing like actual faces put onto these characters. I know what really happened here. Pray tell. I was called to warn you all by the name I cannot speak of. I learned. Please keep that reaction in. I swear quite a lot. You said it. Voldemort? The day of judgment will come. Hey! Okay. Thank you. That's not creepy at all.
I am daddy.
He seemed level-headed.
You're my Yandere.
13 books an hour night shift.
Yes, and you're
This
my
is the reason why I'm
senpai.
here. Why is it always the night
Yep.
shift? Who's coming into these convenience stores enough to warrant keeping everything open beyond like 9 p.m.? Is this town that busy? Thank you, Dar. Wow. Nice. Cup noodles. Ooh, hello. Oh, cool. Hentai. Love it. I'm just gonna feel. There's always a creepy bathroom. Thank you for always keeping the toilet clean. Oddly convincing. Hey, it would work on me. Look how spotless this thing is. Oh, and it's a Japanese toilet! Hell yeah! Got the bidet and everything. We have these in our house. It was when I moved to this new place, I was like, okay, it's time to live bidet life. I had heard so much about using a bidet all the time, and then we went to Japan, and I finally used one in a Japanese toilet, and I was like, I have to. I have to have one of those in my house at some point. So we do. And it's the best thing ever. You have no idea what it's like to go to the bathroom where the seat is always warm and you can wash your asshole. Go ahead, take a whiff. I'm proud of it. Okay, what we got in the back? I gotta get my bearings before we go any further into this game. I gotta see how many places I can die in. Hi! What's
You're
up?
my baby, aren't ya?
Oh god, you made it.
Yes, I'm your
Oh no, it's just that
queen.
I recently heard someone
Yeah,
had
you're
fell off the
one of my
bridge you just crossed.
queens.
Yes, daddy.
Good girl.
I'm only
Karen,
finding
my
out about that
hoe.
now?
My bitch.
There's an old lady that said she saw a man
I
walking
know
down
why.
the street with his legs completely bent the other way. Oh,
I'm your
God.
bitch. I'm one of your bitches and queens.
Please don't come after me.
Yes.
Scary stuff.
You're my bitchy
If
hoe.
only this is a true story. Come on, man. Look, it's me. I'm the one. I'm the main character.
I'm
gonna
sure
have to go
you
through
bitch.
this.
Yes, Daddy. My master senpai.
Yes, Yandere.
Can I just do my job? Look, I just want to get...
My
I just
baby
want to get
Karen.
my money. I want to get my wages. Clocking. Where's the clocking machine? Is there one? Is that what I have? I don't know what I'm doing. Punch it. Yes. I've never had to use an actual punching machine before. My only interpretation of them is in American movies that they're on a wall.
My baby Yandere Karen.
By the time you start your shift.
Test the burger.
Can you take them off the shelves for me? Your man?
Yep.
Sure. Use CCTV.
I'm your hoe.
Oh, we gonna have to Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes, you got that right, bitch. You're my hoe and
No.
skank.
Oh God, he already left.
I'm some old bitchy hoe.
Yes,
I'm on
Daddy.
my own. How do I get out of this?
Cool,
Okay.
good girl,
I gotta
hoe.
go to work. Okay, at least I'm not like a barista where I need to like serve people
my
drinks
hoe.
and remember a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, buddy.
Why do you walk like you're underwater? Exit, yes.
Ready?
Yes,
I gotta get
Daddy,
stuff off the
baby.
shelf.
Good girl. Let's pause it. Where do you want to do that? Over here or on here or here or on the kitchen or where?
Do it here.
Good girl. Pull your hair, bitch. Let's fucking do this, cunt, you sexy hoe. You might have thought, Yandere. Oh, hi there. It's been a year, hasn't it? Well, since then, my sister is pregnant and the Karen is pregnant too. I bought Disney World. Because why not, right? Let me show you around. My office area, then my apartment here. See here, lounge room, kitchen, dinner table, bedroom. Money, baseball bat, knife, baseball bat. I'm living a good life now. I'm 16 years old, yo. Hell yeah. Push play.
Generative effect on his brain. If that's
Rob
the
a
case,
blunt
could
for a
Seth
day.
be trying to send out a subliminal warning of the dangers of substance abuse? Maybe. This one's less of a theory and more of a definitive conclusion fans have come to based on a number of comments and cutaway scenes from the show itself. And it's the idea that Griffins have had a number of other children who have passed away. Peter, for example, has explicitly stated they had a son who died, and even though it's in a gag, it doesn't change the fact he said it. It's also been suggested Meg has killed her younger sister, which means there may have been at least 2 other Griffin siblings. As we mentioned earlier, it's an established fact that American Dad takes place in the same universe as Family Guy. It's also established that Family Guy's little Susie Swanson's inner monologue is voiced by Patrick Stewart, who also voices American Dad's Avery Bullock. This theory suggests the 2 characters are one and the same. Sort of. In American Dad, the CIA has a device that allows a person to remotely control an avatar of any shape or size, and in Virtual Insanity, Bullock does indeed have an avatar who just so happens to be a baby. Susie is therefore theorized to be one of Bullock's avatars. The iconic Robin Williams tragically committed suicide in 2014. 2 years earlier, Family Guy aired an episode that made fans theorize that the show predicted his death. Family Guy viewer mail number 2 had a segment in which Peter discovered everything he touched turned into Robin Williams. He became so annoyed and irritated by Williams showing up, he attempted to kill himself several times. It's an eerie coincidence the episode had both Robin Williams and suicide as themes. What's even more eerie is that BBC 3 aired the episode in the UK just moments before Williams' death was announced. On September 11, 2001, Seth MacFarlane was scheduled to depart from Boston Boston on American Airlines Flight 11. 15 minutes after the plane took off, it was hijacked and flown into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Seth was supposed to be on board, but a hangover and a mix-up regarding his departure time meant he arrived 10 minutes too late. Many fans of the series theorize he used the experience as inspiration for the direct-to-video film Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story, which they believe is a 9/11 allegory. Stewie had a near-death
join for a
experience
day.
and later realized he must go back in time to prevent that from happening in order to fix future events. Moreover, Stewie's future address in the episode is 1109, and after averting death, he remarked, "Yes, I did it. I stopped the tower from falling." Speaking of Stewie, there's a theory that Family Guy takes place completely in the little guy's head, or more specifically, it's his perception of the world and how he tries to understand it from his limited knowledge. The shenanigans of the show are, therefore, extremely exaggerated because it's all from a baby's perspective. The most compelling part of the argument supporting this theory is Brian has the ability to talk due to the fact that Stewie simply sees the dog as a member of the family, the others of whom could, of course, talk. There's a theory that suggests Family Guy somehow predicted the tragic 2013 death of actor Paul Walker in a car accident. At the time of his death, several conspiracy theories popped up but were quickly shot down. But the Family Guy episode Life of Brian seemed to eerily foreshadow it, especially when Brian was killed by a car. The episode aired just 6 days before Walker died, and the theory suggests that because Walker's name was Brian in the Fast and the Furious movies, that it was a prediction and Family Guy's writers were somehow aware of Walker's impending death. The episode Turban Cowboy had 2 unrelated scenes that caused a considerable amount of controversy and led fans to theorize Family Guy had predicted the Boston bombings. In a cutaway gag, Peter was shown winning the Boston Marathon by mowing down the runners in his car. Later, Peter used a cell phone to accidentally set off a series of bombs. The episode aired roughly 1 month before the bombings occurred. The situation became even more controversial when someone edited the 2 scenes to make it seem like they were connected and furthered the theory that
several times. The whole affair eventually leads to a divorce, and yet Cleveland and Quagmire remain friends afterwards. Now that's some kind of friendship. While most of Quagmire's inappropriate moments involve the bedroom, bathroom, or open caskets, there's one on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. When Quagmire's sister Brenda...
Let's pause it. Head to bed. Wake up in the morning, go on some rides. Why not? It's 7 in the fucking morning. Backstage, no. The stairs. What the fuck is the stairs at? Please tell me this way is the stairs. I forgot. Shit, no. Downstairs area. Nope. No choice but to go around. This is the backstage area, as you can already tell. So, yeah. How? Unlock it. There we are. Close it. Here we are. Let's have a joint for a day. Look at this place. That's my place up there, dude. Look here, balcony. Let's go into fucking rides, dude. Here we go. Let's go on this ride. Is this? Oh, fuck me. If this is not the entrance, that way, this way is the exit, right? So, where the fuck is the entrance? This has to be the entrance. You know what? Shit. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Action. It's right here, yo. It's right here. Let's go. Well, where the fuck am I? Three, two, one, action. Yeah, buddy. After this ride, let's go back to the town of, go back to the boarding school. Why not? So yeah. After this, I'll be going back to the boarding school. Graveyard. Spooky. Spooky. After this ride finish, I'm gonna go back to, Okay, here we are at the exit. Let's head back to this town, yo. I'll miss your dream. I'll miss your business. I'll come back. I'll come back later, but right now I'll go back to the boarding school. Okay? I miss your business. I miss your Disney World. But I'll come back for you later. When I feel like going on some rides. I guess I'll see you when I'm back at fucking Gravity Falls Town. Or yeah, Gravity Falls Boarding School. I guess I'll see you then. Here we are, the boarding school. It's night time, head to bed, wake up in the morning, play Minecraft. Why not? Build some more shit on my world. Head to bed. Stuff in the morning. Let's grab Xbox controller. Turn the TV. Turn the Xbox One. Connect. Go into Minecraft. Go into my world. Press play on YouTube. Have a joint.
One on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. When Quagmire's sister Brenda
Let's
finds
do this.
herself in an abusive relationship
5.5 to 65.5 million years ago,
Let's have a
there was
joint.
this genus of reptiles called Mosasauruses. These things were absolutely huge aquatic reptiles that roamed throughout the waterways here on Earth. Because of their size, they became apex predators during this time and have been estimated to have grown to about 56 feet. At the time of their existence, it isn't exactly likely that they would have encountered any sharks that are alarmingly large like the Megalodon was, but I mean, the Cretaceous period certainly had some other massive creatures that put up some stiff competition. This is, of course, like I mentioned, an entire genus, so there are definitely some less threatening species in the mix, but there are some in there who would have given the Meg a run for their money should they have existed at the same time. In our number 9 spot today, we have the Frilled Shark. Okay, regular sharks are of course scary and powerful, but the Frilled Shark looks extra terrifying because it actually just looks like a full-on monster. The Frilled Shark is a species of deep-sea shark that got its name from the 6 to 7 frilled gills it has on the sides of its snake-like body. This shark can grow up to 1.8 meters or 6 feet long, and its mouth is full of 300 razor-sharp teeth. This shark was one of the first deep-sea species to ever be discovered because how could you possibly miss something that looks like this? But because it makes its home so deep in the ocean, and because of the fact that it cannot withstand the pressure change when brought up closer to the surface, a lot remains a mystery about these guys. What's worse than a shark is a mysterious shark. In our number 8 spot today, we have the Helicorporion. Sure. Okay, listen. There are many problems with our modern world. We could sit here talking about them all day, and into next week there are so many. But here's one thing that we need to realize. Things could be so much worse, and by worse, I mean this creature could still exist. This animal existed somewhere around 250 million years ago, and while it looks more like a shark than anything else, scientists now know that it's actually a creature that is related more closely to chimeras, which are a fish that separated from the shark family about 400 million years ago. So why is this animal so scary and just terrible to look at? Well, that is due to the incredibly unsettling spiral saw formation of teeth that this creature had right on their lower jaw. Yeah, an orthodontist's dream, truly. It's also not like this creature was just born with the teeth that they had for the rest of their lives. No, of course not. They had teeth that could grow, and new teeth could even form. Imagine being in the ocean and you see a huge creature swim up to you that has 4 spiral saws for teeth. Yeah, no thanks. In our number 7 spot today, we have the deep sea dragonfish. These guys are a pretty strong contender for strangest looking animal on this list. These predatory fish use their fang-like teeth to grab onto their prey in their dark, cold, deep sea environment. They have no scales and instead slippery eel-like skin, which only adds to their creepiness level. Similar to an anglerfish, these guys have a little lighted barbel that hangs from its lower jaw to attract its prey towards it. These fish really use bioluminescence to their advantage, but they also have another, less common ability. Firstly, since many of their prey are also bioluminescent, they have a special stomach that will ensure the light cannot be seen from inside of their stomach so as to not give away their position. And secondly, they are also able to produce a red glow. This glow is thought to perhaps be used to signal other dragonfish, but it is definitely used by them to illuminate and detect their prey. They are the only known fish that has the ability to both produce and see red light, as most fish can only see a more blue light. So while these guys are definitely very creepy to look at, they're also pretty interesting and talented. In our number 6 spot today, we have the Jacalopterus. Okay, I've got 3 words for you. Giant sea scorpion. Yeah, remind me to never go into prehistoric oceans. This 8-foot-long arthropod lived in the water with its gross, 2 large pinchers and claws, and honestly, it looks like something out of the movie Alien. These guys had segmented bodies, and they're actually the largest known arthropod to have ever existed here on Earth. They had multiple specialized limbs, and some of them even had spikes, like, for example, their 18-inch spiked claw that was used to snatch fish as they passed by. It is said that some of these guys would crawl out of the water in order to mate, and sometimes shed their outer skin, and all I have to say is imagine finding an 8-foot-long molt of one of these creatures on the beach right before you're about to jump in for a swim. You wouldn't, right? I'd swear off all water after that. Not even drinking it anymore. In our number 5 spot today, we have the goblin shark. A goblin shark is sometimes called a living fossil because the rest of the family that this type of shark belongs to have actually gone extinct. These sharks have pink skin and a long snout that sticks out really far, and these really creepy teeth that are like nails. When these sharks were first discovered by humans in 1910, the guy who was researching them wrote that the new shark is certainly grotesque, and honestly, not much has changed since then. I'd definitely be inclined to agree. They usually grow to around 3 or 4 meters, which is Chronosaurus. This Cretaceous marine reptile is one that had an elongated head, a short neck, and a stiff body that was propelled by not just 1, but 2 sets of fins that helped propel it through the water and through strong currents in order to capture whatever prey it was after. These guys were somewhere around 30 to 40 feet in length, and they had many, many long, sharp, conical teeth, with some of them being enlarged to be fangs. So, yeah, I mean, what more could you want in a terrifying sea creature? Along with the fossils found of these guys, experts have been able to determine some of the stuff they ate, and it includes turtles, as well as other pliosaurs, which these guys are a part of that genus, meaning they basically ate their own family. I'm just saying, the Meg might have some stiff competition when it comes to these guys. In our number 3 spot today, we have stonefish. These fish are one of the most venomous known fish, and although they are primarily marine, some species are known to live in rivers as well. Most of these guys can be found in coral reefs near the tropical Pacific and Indian Oceans. The name of these fish comes from their camouflage color, which allows them to blend in with their surroundings, but unfortunately, because they are so good at disguising themselves, swimmers may not notice or see them and then inadvertently step on them, which can cause a whole slew of issues. When a stonefish is disturbed, it will inject an amount of venom proportional to the amount of pressure it's feeling, and this venom is coming from the glands at the base of their needle-like dorsal fin. The sting of a stonefish is said to be extremely painful, and if left untreated, it can certainly be fatal. The poison within the venom that the stonefish possesses is a proteinaceous toxin called verrucotoxin. The symptoms of this poison include respiratory weakness, damage to the cardiovascular system, convulsions, and paralysis. Although there are many studies that have been done on this toxin, much about how it works and the
Into the home straight now, and Palmerbet is bolting in for the punters.
Get multi-benefits this racing carnival with great odds, same race multi and race form at Palmerbet.
the exact mechanisms of it are not yet fully understood, which just places this already terrifying creature in a cloud of mystery. In our number 2 spot today, we have the Leviathan. If we were to look at our ocean today, we of course would see sharks as one of the top predators that exist. I mean, some sharks are huge and they certainly know how to hunt, but they aren't the only scary creatures roaming the oceans. Sometimes killer whales make such a grand appearance that they even scare off some of the most terrifying sharks and make them flee for incredible distances. This is something that was also seen many, many years ago, I mean millions of years ago, during the time of the Megalodon, and that is thanks to a gigantic creature known as the Leviathan. If you are unfamiliar, this is a now extinct genus of macroraptorial sperm whale. It is believed that they could weigh around 100,000 pounds and reach up to 57 feet in length, and it's thought that their size is what helped repel other predators while helping them become the predator themselves. The Leviathan also had enormous teeth that reached over a foot in length, which is what gave them the title of largest bite of any tetrapod ever. In our number 1 spot today, we have the Long Arm Squid. Listen, not all that terrifying, but they're just so creepy and gross. The big fin squid is not often seen, and thank goodness for that, because they are so unbelievably freaky. They can be found in many different oceans, but they live in the permanently...
On the wall of the Sunnyside Daycare is the name Ada, a character from A Bug's Life. This can be justified as the name of a character in a children's book. Perhaps one popular with kids at the daycare? We also noticed that A Bug's Life is the only original Pixar film to not receive a sequel. That may be because the movie is merely an adaptation of a kid's story, never intending to move past its first outing. And before you stop this argument by pointing back to the outtake, we must stress that that is absolutely not canonical with the movie. It was just a cute little joke placed right at the end for the Pixar fans. This is another blink and you'll miss it Easter egg that leaves some mystery to the only known golden retriever in the Pixar universe. During Ratatouille, we can find Remy the rat scrambling through a house, set to some wonderful music. One section of this sequence features a silhouette of a doggo. When you pause the film and really take a gander at this pupper's shadow, it looks quite familiar. After watching up, we immediately recognize that it belongs to Doug, the adorable speaking doggerino found in the aforementioned movie. We sure are glad that we sniffed this one out because we were afraid that we were barking up the wrong tree there. Why is Doug in this house? And more importantly, why is he barking instead of speaking? In Up, Doug is given a technologically advanced collar that translates his thoughts to speech understandable to humans. However, this golden retriever that looked exactly like Doug isn't saying anything besides, well, bark. We can only assume that this is Doug's original home before he was a member of that pack of loyal canines owned by Charles Muntz, the bad guy of Up. Muntz provided the collar, so we presume our furry friend had a previous owner. In France, checkmate Pixar, and don't you forget it. I should say that we don't apologize for using the Toy Story franchise so much here. I mean, there are just too many messed up secrets just waiting to be uncovered. One thing that we can say about Disney and Pixar is that they really do love consistency. Take the corporation by and large, for example. In WALL-E, the company buys the entire United States government, along with everything else in society. The transit system, the electronics, even food is owned by and large. The film takes place in a dystopian future, but how did it get started? Look no further than Toy Story 3. During the second act of the movie, Buzz Lightyear has his back removed, revealing his batteries. Just take a wild guess which company makes his batteries. Yeah. By and freaking large, my friends, this evil corporation got its start powering up the toys of Toy Story, pulling all the strings in the background. This may also be related to Dynaco, an energy company also seen in the Toy Story series as a gas station. Dynaco also appears in the Cars franchise as a major sponsor. When we think about it, Dynaco really should have been the rulers of humanity in WALL-E. Notice that in the film, Earth is destroyed by abusing its atmosphere. An energy corporation should be responsible for that. Could it be that by and large started its monopoly by merging other well-known companies? We don't see Dynaco in WALL-E, and that is no coincidence. Let's get into some Monsters, Inc. The premise of the film goes like this. The stories about monsters hiding under the bed to scare children are all true. Those scares are used as a fuel source in the monster dimension. So frightening kids at night tends to be more of a job than a hobby. However, some monsters really like it. Take Randall, for example, the creepy purple reptile that serves as one of the main antagonists in Monsters, Inc. He can blend into any background like a chameleon or an octopus. To practice his scaring, Randall has a slideshow presented behind him filled with various wallpapers. One of those is a sky blue backdrop with a white cloud pattern. The messed up part of this wallpaper is that we all know which room Randall visits at night. He scares Andy, the kid featured in the Toy Story series. Haha. And you thought we were done with Toy Story? Check out the first 3 films of the franchise, and right out of the gate, you're gonna see that clouded wallpaper. Given the fact that Pixar loves its consistency and its tendency to call back to previous movies, there is no doubt in our minds that Randall has likely stepped on Woody. If we can watch Sully hold a Jessie doll at the end of the movie, then it can't be out of the question. Inside Out is a beautiful animated movie. It delves into